Okay, so we got 3 pounds of ground beef.
What are you making?
Oh, we're making the 5/8 Club Juicy Lucy. Okay? You remember when we went to Minnesota? We
Yes.
had the 5/8 Club. Well, we had the Juicy Lucy, and the Juicy Lucy is basically 2, I guess, what was it, half pound, quarter pound patties, 2 quarter pound patties. Okay, you got 1 quarter pound patty, you stack cheese in the middle, you take the other quarter pound patty, put it over the top, you pinch the edges together, and you cook it that way. So when you bite into it, the cheese oozes out the middle. So that's what we're going to try to do today.
Awesome. So what kind of meat do you have to start?
So I got ground chuck, and I am going to, I got 3 pounds of ground chuck in a bowl here. I'm just going to kind of season it up with some salt. Okay. You can be generous with salt on beef. It takes the flavor good. Alright, some pepper. And onion powder. Okay. And just because we're from the South, little Tony Satchers.
Well, little Tony's got to go in everything.
Absolutely it does. Okay. Alright, so then we just kind of work all that together. Just like you would do a meatball, except we're not doing meatballs.
So no breadcrumbs.
No breadcrumbs and no eggs. If you're doing meatballs, you could do that. Or meatloaf, you could do that.
Meatloaf sounds good too.
Because really a meatloaf is just a giant meatball. It's just shaped in the form of a loaf.
Yeah.
And, you know, you put your sauce on top of it. Okay. So kind of work that in. What we want to do, just kind of roll it out. You can roll them out the size you want. Roll them out probably what, I guess.
And wax paper is your friend, huh?
Yeah, you definitely, yeah, I got some wax paper on a little cookie sheet here. Just keeps it from sticking, you know, it comes up real easy. I think we're good. You don't want any cracks in your meat or anything like that, because, you know, this is gonna shrink, and any cracks could cause leaks with the cheese. The cheese would leak all over the place, would not be good, and your Juicy Lucy would fail. We don't want that. We want all the cheese to go in the bite, in the mouth, not in the pit.
That's
So
right.
seal up the cracks and crevices as best you can. Okay. So I think we got one good one there. Now what we want to do is we want to take some cheese, and we're going to stack the cheese, and I'll show you how to do that.
So we go to the deli and we get fresh cut yellow American cheese for this. Right, so you're cutting it in squares,
Yeah.
or breaking it in squares.
Yep. And you want to keep it in the middle, best you can. Just about like that.
You put 2 pieces?
I can't remember. Should we put 1 or 2?
1.5. How about 1.5?
1.5. There.
More cheese, the better.
Yeah. Okay, now we're going to take another and mirror what we already done. Basically, we're going to make another patty.
About the same size, huh?
Yeah. And what I've done before too, and really a better way to do this, is to just patty all your meat out and then take a big cup and cut circles so they're all the same size. But we didn't do that. We're just kind of winging it today.
I love how you slam it down.
You like that?
Okay.
Big old fat Juicy Lucy. So then you just pinch the sides together, y'all.
That's about a half-pound burger, huh?
Yeah.
You just gotta seal those sides real good, huh?
Yep. Pinch it together real good. And you got a flying saucer. But that's a Juicy Lucy. That's all you gotta do.
Alright, and then we're gonna take the rest of this meat and make some more of them.
Yep.
Okay, if you have a food scale, then put a little piece of wax paper on here, and then that way you can weigh it to where you get exactly 4.0 ounces for each.
And the reason we're doing that is because that's exactly what the 5A Club weighs theirs at. So
yeah,
we're just trying to be as close to them as we could. The first one that I did was like, ended up being a friggin' pound.
Yeah,
because I overdo it when I cook all the time. Go big or go home, right? But anyway, I overdid it. So we're gonna take that baby and size it down a bit.
So these are exact half-pound burgers because these have been measured out.
Yes, indeed.
So it's a quarter pound cheese in the middle.
That's right. And I got Elisa.
Yeah, he's put me to work.
I put her to work because I already know how to do it. She needs to get some hands-on experience.
Yep. So I'm learning how to make a Juicy Lucy myself.
So she's learning how to do it, and I might add, she's doing a pretty darn good job.
All right, give me some cheese.
Okay.
I can't touch the cheese.
So we're gonna take, this is a half piece. We'll just kind of fold that, give her the squares.
Okay, and then we're just laying it out to where we still have some edge, but all the way around.
We're a little ambitious with the cheese.
A piece and a half. And put one on top of the other. And
sorry for the lighting, it's not that great in here.
Squeeze those edges together.
Really squeeze the edges, and I'm probably gonna go behind Elisa and squeeze some more.
That's okay with me.
If it's needed. It may not be needed because it looks like she's doing a pretty darn good job. Okay, and then once we get those all done, I'm going to take the salt and pepper and I'm going to just kind of sprinkle over the top. You'll see that a little bit later.
All right.
Just to give it a little bit more flavor on top.
All right.
Okay, so we're going to roll the last two over. Elisa pinched the edges down real good. And I like to kind of give them a roll like this too. Number one, it makes them a little more cosmetically appealing and more in shape, just look better. But it also, you know, kind of reinforces the binding there. Kind of, you know, you pinch it together and then you come back and you can kind of roll it. And it seems to work a little better. It's kind of what I like to do. I think food should look good too. So, okay, kind of roll them out like that.
Nice.
And do the same thing with this one.
That is a good looking burger patty, let me tell you.
Just reinforces that edge, keep that cheese inside. Alright, so we just put the Juicy Lucy's on, and we're going to get a good sear on them. And look at there.
Oh yeah.
Nice grill marks. Zoe barking in the background. But we want to get a good sear. This is how I do it anyway. And on both sides, and then I'm going to stick them up on the top rack and just kind of let them cook indirectly.
Awesome.
All right.
Look at those beautiful burgers.
Roll that beautiful burger footage.
That's right. That looks good. They're thick burgers. Yum.
Okay, so I got the pit up to 350 degrees. I've got the burgers on indirect heat. Moved them off to the side. As you saw earlier, I was searing them. Got some nice grill marks. Got some nice crusty edges. That's what we want. And then as you can see, we're letting it's cooking on the inside out right now on the indirect heat. Cheese is oozing out just a little bit, but not much. That's okay. It's to be expected for the most part. But we're looking good. So we're right on par for where we want to be, I think, right now. So, cheers.
Look at them beautiful
to
burgers.
the Juicy Lucy.
It's gonna be good. Oh, and they're coming off now. Mmm. We put
Look at that juicy loosiness.
we put some white American cheese on top of a couple of them, just to change it up a little bit. Mmm.
A little white American on top.
Yep.
A little white American on top.
Because you can never have too much cheese, right?
You can never have too much. There's no such thing.
It's too much cheese or too much chocolate.
Cheese heads. There's no such thing of either of those two. So
Yep.
I'm sorry. That's why I'm fat.
Yep. No such thing as too much cheese or too much
I work
chocolate.
out, but by God, I like to eat too.
These are gonna be so good. Now we gotta let them rest for a few minutes, right? Because if you bite into that right now, you are
like
gonna
liquid lava.
Burn the
Cheese
inside
lava.
of your mouth. So they have to cool
It'll burn
for
you.
a few minutes.
All right, follow me.
We got our football game on. It's a commercial right now.
Falcons versus Philadelphia Eagles.
Got another TV on in here because we like our football.
All right, so there you go, folks.
Here's the
There's
finished
your
product.
Juicy Lucy's.
There's the.
And when you bite into this, all that cheese is gonna come oozing out. You're gonna get a big blast of cheesy goodness, hopefully in almost every bite. So, hope you guys try out the Juicy Lucy. If you do it just like we showed you, you should be pretty good.
Yum.
So let us know if you make a Juicy Lucy. You know, maybe film it. Let us know. Give us some feedback. We'd like to know how yours turned out. We're curious.
Yep. Alright, first of all, let's point out that we put some mayo on the bottom bun and sandwich spread on the top. This is sandwich bread.
It's like a Thousand Island dressing.
Yeah.
But they got pickles cut up in it, a little bit of chipotle sauce, and we like it. It's very close to the Saucy Sally that we had at the original Juicy Lucy 5A Club in Minnesota.
Yep, so we're combining our favorite items to make our own.
And I think Elisa likes on hers, she tops hers with, she pretty much does a traditional style Juicy Lucy / Saucy Sally.
So we're going to put some lettuce on there.
A little tomato and some pickles. Of course, we've washed our hands. We're all nice and clean. And a little pickle on top there. And we're going to top it off with the bun. And
we're going to cut that baby open in a second.
voila.
Yeah, we'll cut it open to see the middle piece in a second. Okay, so that's the final plate with some crinkle cut sweet potato fries. Now let's give it a try. How's that Juicy Lucy, honey?
The way it should be. It tastes real good.
Awesome.
I'm very happy with that. So, here's to y'all.
Colby, how do you like it?
I want to see y'all's Juicy Lucy's. I've had a couple beers.
Is your cheese coming through?
Yeah. Also, the main question is, how do you wrap your mouth something that big?
Let's see you try.
I already have.
All right, let's see you try again. There you go.
Oh yeah.
Yum. Thumbs up?
Challenge accepted.